Jose, if you had a good friend or someone that you wanted to buy a gift for, what would you give them? A little more higher budget than a
Okay.
stocking stuffer.
So I really had two options here. My instinct was to plug my own pedal, but I'm
Yes.
not going to do that.
Oh, by the way, I have one. I need to make a demo of it in the next couple of days. This is a brass tax, a Riveter
Yeah.
Electric. Riveter Electric,
Yeah.
correct? That is the name.
That's the one.
This thing's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Seabass, why don't you plug my pedal? You just used it. You know what I
I
mean? So
did.
you,
It's so good. It's on the gig. I ended up just using this either by itself and then rolling my guitar down because it cleaned up nice, but gave like it still had some hair to it, or boosting a pedal with this. It's really
yeah.
nice. It's
I
really
just
good.
gave Kirk Fletcher last night. He's a great hang, by the way. Anybody who's
He's
a
super
fan
nice.
of Kirk Fletcher, like as a player, um, you should be more of a fan of him because he's literally the nicest person I've ever met. Like, period, end stop. Like, he's the nicest person.
He's super nice.
He's such a comforting, good hang, smart dude, great player, like all the things. But yeah, I'm curious to see what he thinks of that. But that's not
Did you give him
my
this
friend.
one?
I gave him a
The
germanium
BC
one.
Germanium one, yeah.
Yeah, I gave him an AC 127, the green one
Nice.
I just built. So it's just the one I had on hand.
And it's also I think he'll like that one best.
Yeah, I think so too. But my second gift, like to a friend, is a Fluke. Mine's the 115 or 117 multimeter. This thing is awesome. And you're probably thinking, why a multimeter? I think a lot of guitar players could benefit from you having basic multimeter skills. This is going to be a way to troubleshoot and really help you hone in on certain things with your tone. Um, it'll help you maintain your gear. Some examples of this would be biasing your amp. That's the number one easiest thing to do with this. Not easiest, but like the number one most useful thing to do with something like this. It allows you to monitor the bias of your amp and really make sure everything's working right, your tubes are matched, things like that. It's how you can read DC resistance on pickups.
Yep.
You can read continuity, which continuity means like you have point A and point B. Are they connected or are they not connected? This is good
How
for
well are
finding.
they connected, right?
Well, not it doesn't really gauge how well, but it'll basically beep um, if they are connected. So that's a way to
Okay.
find if you have a short somewhere. Um, there are honestly there like you can
I have yours, it died.
it has a capacitor mode. You can read what you can read capacitors more accurately because when something says 0.022, it's not actually 0.022. It's going to be like 0.20 or 0.27 or something like that. Um, and I just want to give these to all my friends so they stop coming over my house and making me do their shit for them. That's what this is all about.
That's how you make money, though. What do you mean?
Not for my friends. I do. Nah, but I'm joking. I'm happy to do it. I actually have a lot of fun working on my friends'
Oh
gear.
yeah, we need to I need to just get no, you know what you should be giving everyone? A soldering iron.
Soldering iron. Yeah,
I need a
I thought
soldering iron
about
so that
that.
like my PRS, the a cable came off the jack again, and it's my fault again for this, unfortunately. And it needs to be soldered. I don't have a soldering iron, so my guitar's just sitting there, and I
The
can't.
soldering iron I thought about. It was between my
Just
soldering iron, my Hacko,
yeah,
or the Fluke, but the Fluke has more uses for like the average musician.
true.
So that's why I picked the Fluke, but a soldering iron is also a great choice.
Soldering
I
irons, pickups, it's fucking jacks, it's so many things.
Yeah. No, but like you have to actually get good at it
No,
and
no,
do.
for sure, yeah.
But I
There's
also
no
do
learning
feel
curve.
like I have said this before to Seabass and our friend Sam agrees. I feel like doing your own soldering is like doing your own laundry. Just fucking learn how to do it and
Yeah, I
like
know. I
grow
should.
up. Like
Bad.
because you're like there's so many things like Seabass, you have me, but there's a lot of guitar players who
No,
don't
yeah, I
have
don't.
a me, and they're gonna like for your jack being like ripped out, they're gonna go somewhere and pay $60 to get it resoldered in two
I
seconds.
know.
It's like
And the pickups, for me, it's that. Like, I would definitely try more pickups if I could solder because I can't.
yeah,
I got to take it somewhere, and then it takes a couple of days. And then do I have time to go to blah blah blah? And even
right.
if I didn't bring it to you, or if you were busy and you couldn't, I would bring it somewhere else or buy a soldering iron and then like fuck it up. That's kind of the thing
Yeah.
too. It's just like you got to have something to practice soldering on. You don't want to. I wouldn't want to do it on my guitars. I only have two.
But I mean,
That's why.
Right.
That's why you're
soldering's
right
kind
though.
of-
The multimeter is a better gift.
Soldering is kind
Yeah.
of an easy thing to practice though, because you could just get spare wires and like practice soldering them to anything.
True. Yeah. To things. To
Yeah,
metal. Like a
to
piece of
anything.
metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you can really practice soldering pretty cheap. That's a pretty good gift, I feel, for a musician too.
Yeah,
Things come
it's
in
just
handy.
like the fluke is a zero commitment thing. A soldering iron is a commitment. So I don't
Yeah,
want to give
true.
a gift that's like a huge commitment. It's like giving a puppy. Like I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah.
I
Like,
think
I
a
want you to
soldering
have
iron
to
and a puppy
learn
might
it.
be a little different.
You have to learn it. You have
Little.
to take care of it.
If
You know,
Seabass can
there's
take
a-
care of Vinny, he can take care of a soldering iron.
Yeah.
Well,
I need to get a soldering
yeah.
iron for sure.
But yeah,
It's
so
also a space thing. Where am I going to do it?
They're only like this big. You have a desk.
No. It's still. Yeah, I have a desk, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, you're right.
Sovereign over
Sean
there?
has a separate table though in the back
Oh, it is an excuse.
for
man.
his thing. No. I'm gonna get one. I'm saying like Sean though at least has. He's not doing it on the desk where his fucking computer is. You know what I mean?
I think
I
you just keep
have.
using Sean.
You do sit there and do it. Okay.
I don't like to, but I have.
He's soldered things to his computer to practice.
Yeah, I built my Mac.
With a soldering.
I got
iron.
the kit. Could you imagine if they gave you kits?
A kit.
Oh my god. For it, and then you get like this little M1 chip in this single
Yeah.
bag.
That's what we should
Yeah.
do for a show. We should send Seabass the Amazon Basic pedal kits and make him build it himself.
Yeah,
That's a
I
great
like
That'd be
idea.
cool. I guarantee I could figure it out.
Merry
I'm not
Christmas,
saying that-
Seabass. I found what I'm getting you. I'm getting you the Amazon Basic pedal kit, and you got to
Do they
build
have
it.
There's an
that?
Amazon
They do.
Basic tremolo.
Yep.
Build it yourself.
They got to
No,
build.
don't
yeah.
give me an overdrive. What are we doing here? Don't give me a fucking bucket brigade delay. I'm
gonna get you something sick. I'm gonna decide what it is. I'm not.
No, you know what I really should build? I should build
Polyphonic octave
like
generator.
a fuzz. Yeah, right.
We're gonna
Hey,
get
you
you the
guys
most
send me, you
complicated
guys send me a
circuit.
broken. You send me a broken tape delay, like a real tape delay.
I'm
and I
gonna
gotta
send
put
it to
back together.
Mazay first, and then Mazay's gonna add extra parts just to fuck with you.
Yeah, and you have to decide what the right ones are.
You have to pick which ones are right,
Is
which
it
ones
A
are
or B?
wrong.
And if
Yeah.
yeah, that's funny.
That'd be great. Seabass, what do you got in your second tier for a friend?
I might change it because it's a little dear. It's a little expensive. I might change it on the fly right now. But what I have is a guitar, not a multimeter. Which because multimeters are fucking boring. So I put a guitar in here.
Well, guess what? You got to take your gift back now, Mazay. Seabass just said that shit's boring.
It is boring. Wait, is it
What, the-
for me?
Yeah, it
What the-
was.
Wait, what? The fluke? The fluke is boring. The fluke is great.
Dude,
Actually,
I would rather put this cheap pen into my fucking eyeball than deal with a multimeter. The multimeter you gave me, I used.
because you
and-
know me. That's why.
No, because I
You were
genuinely
in
don't
Utah
care.
and
Like
you needed
I
to
don't
learn
care
how-
though. Like I don't. It's something that like my brain just goes.
Now until he calls me once a week saying, "Hey, why isn't this working?" It's like, "Oh, use your fucking multimeter." If you were in the middle of goddamn Utah, and there was,
What did I call you and say it won't work and the multimeter's gonna fix it?
it's not gonna fix it, but it will diagnose it. You know, it's a diagnosing tool. you
Yeah, but
know?
here's what I'm saying.
You asked about. Oh, you know what? You called me the other day and you were like, "Hey, can I leave the 6L6 switch on?" Or
I'm
put it
not
on the 66?
multimetering. I'm not multimetering an amp. I don't know how to do that. It's scary.
It's not. Stop being a
It
pussy.
is. There's volts in that could kill my ass. I know there is.
It's so hard to
Okay,
kill
so I
yourself.
and I don't care if I'm gonna get shits or PRS. Fuck off. PRS guitars are made well, so I'm getting someone to get that won't break. Like a Gibson.
It's a
So
horrible gift.
it's an S. Okay, it's an SE 245. It's basically like your Les Paul style thing, but has a wraparound, which I fucking prefer, which I've been preferring these days.
Yeah.
It looks cool as fuck. Here's the thing. When I had pictured this for like, I know that it's for Sean, but Sean's had too many guitars. He doesn't need guitars, and the guitars he
It's
wants are
not for
40.
me.
The guitars he wants are 40 grand. So that's
Yeah.
just the way it is. They're ES335s or Fenders from the 50s, or the 60s. So I kind of pictured like you're a kid and you wake up. It's got fucking zebra humbuckers, a fucking sick top on it. It's such a cool looking guitar. And
That's a question.
it's not a Gibson, and it's not. Hold on, let me explain. Yes, of course. It's not a Gibson and not a Fender because those things are like not as reliably made, I would say. As in, you don't know you're gonna get a good one, and most people when they're going to buy guitars for somebody don't play guitar and don't know what a good one feels like, so can't gauge it. So I would say a PRS. And now it's more expensive than those cheaper Gibsons and Fenders for sure. It's probably double the price. This one's blemished, so get on Z-Sounds and buy it. But go ahead, Sean.
Does it come with a gift receipt?